It's very unfortunate that I have to report this, but man, Democrats have officially lost all grip of reality. We are in an era right now. I want you guys to just envision where we're at right now. We're in an era where Democrats are able to actively fight against a young black boy who's a cancer patient that polices up his community. They're arguing over men having the ability to harm females in women's sports. They are fighting ruthlessly on congressional floors, preventing the President of the United States from making a statement. All of this while their voters are looking confused, questioning where their party is going and where it's even been in the first place. Look, I've never seen this much sabotage from a political party since conservatives in like the 2008s and 2007s, just being honest. And it leads me to start to believe that conservatives are now going to be behind the deep state. Now, I know that's crazy to hear, but it's just because the deep state doesn't just disappear, or should I say the Illuminati. It doesn't just disappear, it finds a new face. And it appears to me that Democrats are doing everything to lose to try to solidify the power of conservatism, because the powers that be, they're going to shift with the waves, and the waves have turned red. The waves have turned red. They've lost touch of reality. The things that they are trying to get their voters to advocate against, they can no longer stand for. You can't just label something as social justice. You can't just put a narrative behind something and think people are going to constantly just accept to be hateful. Like, damn, you want us to hate on a young kid just because Trump fooling with him? It's gone too far. And I'm seeing many liberal voters express the same concerns. This is actually the worst time to be Democrat. And if you're a Democrat watching it, I'm not telling you to shift over. I'm just saying be aware of the shifts that's happening right over our heads. It's happening right now. Because right now, from what it appears, Republicans are making all of the right moves, or should I say, they're making the most moves that make sense right now to the American public. Whether they be right or wrong, the American public agrees that we need safer borders. We need to start creating things that's American made. We need to have more American workers here. We need to have more policing of our neighborhoods. We need a reforming of the political justice. Believe it or not, Republicans are now talking about reforming the political justice system. They are actually starting to advocate for just overall humanitarian causes. A shift has happened. And to be against that is to be against the betterment of the people of this country. And Democrats, they feel it themselves. Even people that didn't vote for Trump, they're starting to question where they are at, where they're going, where they've been. As I said in the beginning of this, I know this intro is a little bit longer, but I just had to express that. And of course, I'm back. I've been doing this crazy move, getting ready for this whole Miami thing. It's been tough, but I'm back. I'm energized, and I'm ready to provide this content. Man, let's get into our clips without further ado.
Mr. Green, take your seat. Take your seat, sir. Take your seat.
This tap dancing that nigga right here, Al Green. It makes no sense. He won't let the president sit here and complete his statements. He starts off the entire congressional speech with being disruptive. And of course, being an angry black man. Nigga, if you got melanin, shut the fuck up. I'm sorry. If you're black, be quiet. And I'm not telling black people to be submissive, but it's like the narrative is already set that we loud and angry. Be everything they say you not. Be everything they say that you not. Because it absolutely makes no sense that you go there and be the puppet. You have that melanated skin and you loud and not allowing the president to damn speak. Like we have to have a certain type of responsibility about ourselves, of how we portray ourselves, because it's more than just us. It's about the next man that wants an opportunity in your position. Because you out there and you a nigga and you pulling fire alarms like Jamal Bowman. Are you out here disrupting congressional speeches by the president? How many other niggas gonna get chances? And I hate that it has to be a race thing. Everyone can say, oh, I don't see color. Oh, I don't see color. I don't never believe in that BS. We all see color. We all see color. And it's a human instinct to remember traits, to remember what I want to call it, to remember patterns. It's a human instinct. It's a survival mechanism to remember patterns. Pattern identification is a survival mechanism. So we see patterns. We need to do better with shifting the opinion of the patterns that we have.
Finding that members continue to engage in willful and concerted disruption of proper decorum, the chair now directs the Sergeant at Arms to restore order. Remove this gentleman from the chamber.
Look at him. Looking like a guy. Nigga look like a troll. He looks like a wolf man becoming human. And people keep saying, oh, he looks like he's turned into a wolf. You clearly don't know the genealogy of werewolves. Because I'm be honest, he looks like a wolf that's regressing back to humanity. This nigga like he just left the forest. He don't listen like he's entering it. It like he's leaving the forest, coming back to humanity and just snuck back into Congress. He doesn't even look human. He's over there complaining about Trump. You got other shit to worry about, bro. Like silver bullets. And it's not a threat to an active sitting congressman when I say that. It's a joke about werewolves because I got to put that context there because, of course, people will clip it up and make it something that it's not. I'm simply just saying that this congressman looks like a goddamn werewolf.
Members are directed to uphold and maintain decorum in the House. Mr. President, you continue.
Thank you.
Finding that members continue to engage in willful and concerted disruption of proper decorum, the chair now directs the Sergeant
Kicked his
at Arms
ass
to
out.
restore order.
Kicked his ass out.
This gentleman from the
Look
chamber.
at him. The nigga was mad. This will be the nigga was mad after breaking the rules. That be the problem with folk. Why are you going there breaking the rules of the establishment and be mad? Like, I never understood this. People that will get themselves into shit and get mad about the shit that come from it. Bro, why be mad? Everyone else is following the rules. Even Jasmine Crockett, for all she may be, she showed better respect, but we're going to get to her. Trust me, we're going to get to her because she did something that to me is equally as disrespectful, but she actually didn't open her damn mouth. And I only believe that's because reports came out earlier that day that her and Maxine Waters were going to disrupt the congressional floor. And I think since that got leaked out, they chose Al Green to do it. I think this is all just their stage. Hey, you guys just saw, if you've seen on X, it went viral, and also on Instagram, that there was a video of about 26 Democrat senators all saying the same messaging to respond to a speech that Trump had. These people are just playing the stage.
Members are directed.
And I was making it clear to the president that he had.
And as I stated before, this werewolf starts to get to speaking. I don't know if you want to call him a werewolf, a Neanderthal, a Edomite. I don't know what you want to call him, but I'll say this. Look, he actually said that he want to push up articles of impeachment against President Trump because he got his black ass kicked out of the Congress, out of Capitol Hill, like Jazz did from Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. Bro, it's your fault. But just like victims do, you see the people that live and they live through the eyes of victimhood, they're going to attack those that retaliate against their disrespect. There's nothing wrong with defending yourself. There's nothing wrong with retaliation. It's a problem with being an aggressor. See, in the congressional floor, he was the antagonist. And now he's mad that he's getting treated like an antagonist. Dude, you're against the order. You're against the system. And the system's going to fight back. Now you're trying to break the system itself. And he got censored, which I think was a great job. The dude is disruptive. He's unhinged. If he don't get things his way, he wants to fucking impeach the president. Nigga, sit your damn 229 BC looking ass down, bro. I'm so tired of these people being everything but compassionate. Put politics aside. Put your country first. This division, we don't need it. I'm tired of it. It makes me sick to the damn stomach. I'm tired of division. There's no way you're going to tell me that I'm going to grow up in a country where it was like this when I was 7 years old and I grew up and now I'm 30 and it's the same shit. Man, no. We got to send these cavemen back to the past because he represents a system that just don't reflect America no more.
Mandate to cut Medicaid. I have people who are very fearful. These are poor people, and they have only Medicaid in their lives when it comes to their health care. And I want him to know that his budget calls for deep cuts in Medicaid. He needs to save Medicaid, protect it. We need to raise the cap on Social Security. There's a possibility that it's going to be hurt, and we've got to protect Medicare. These are the safety net programs that people in my congressional district depend on. And this president seems to care less about them and more about the number of people that he can remove from the various programs that have been so helpful to so many people. It is the best way to get it across to a person who uses his incivility against our civility. He is a person who has consistently been used incivility against civility.
You talking about being against civility. This isn't here to just disrupt the Congress, bro. These people, they gaslight you, they held them back, and they just want to infuriate you. I tell you, my conspiracy is that they're not even human. They're aliens of some sort, and they're just siphoning the emotions, the frequencies, the vibrations of humans, because it just doesn't make sense for someone to be human and be this fucking delusional, this disconnected from reality. Like I said, they aren't part of reality no more. They are now operating on a spectrum that a sane man can't possibly comprehend.
Well, look, I'm willing to suffer whatever punishment is available to me.
And he suffered it, Joe 229 BC looking at. You suffered it too. You got censored, dumbass.
Anyone don't punish me. I've said I'll accept the punishment, but it's worth it to let people know that there are some of us who are going to stand up against this.
Nigga, shut your dumb ass up. You a has-been. You ain't going nowhere. You is done.
That's what he has no mandate to cut Medicaid. None.
The nigga can do what the fuck he want. He president.
I don't know. Whatever the punishment is, I'm not fighting the punishment. This is about the people who are being punished by virtue of losing their health care. This is the richest country in the world, and we have people who don't have good health care. We've got to do better. And now
Nigga, who? He crying about this shit, and you the party of Obamacare. One of the greatest failure. Listen, I'm sorry, I'm gonna cut my ass in again. Obamacare was the greatest failure in our current lifetime when it comes to health care. And you crying about health care. I'm sorry, President Trump has to fix a fucking disaster that Obama created that we can't even get rid of. He's tried to get rid of it on first term. Democrats fought tooth and nail for health care, for Obamacare. The systems that we have in place are shitty because of you guys. And you want us to fix your problem and you be mad that we're not getting it done fast enough when you implement systems to where we can't even transition? Come on. It's disingenuous and they take advantage of those who don't know.
Is that the only thing that you're protesting?
No, I have other things I'm protesting. And I'm also working on my articles of impeachment.
He's also protesting evolution because this nigga is so far behind from the rest of humanity. He hasn't evolved yet. He hasn't gotten a new iOS update. The nigga is fucking dated. It's a caveman. This is a parody. I'm telling you, whoever's running the world stage is joking at us now. I would not be surprised if they use one of the Tesla machines to go back in the past and get a caveman, educate him with the CIA, and put a suit on this nigga and say nobody will notice. That's how clowned up this entire Democrat Party has gotten that we wouldn't even notice it. We wouldn't even notice it.
Convictions, 2 times impeached.
Sir, tell me one more time what you were shouting in the chamber.
That he has no mandate to cut Medicaid.
That's what you were saying over and
Yes.
over. Thank you, sir.
Yes, no mandate. Thank you, all of you. Thank you.
It's a cultural divide. I'm going to get it on the floor.
Of course, I had to get to this. Oh, my God. The greatest cringe that you're going to find in a long time. You got Jasmine Crockett create this cringe video that uses Kendrick Lamar to express how she was going to, I don't know, show up to Congress in some type of, I guess, a revolutionary way. But this is the thing. She called this thing the State of the Union address. It was a joint address to Congress. It wasn't the State of the Union. You can go back to her Twitter. She claimed it was a State of the Union address. This woman is a sitting member of Congress, and she called it a State of the Union address. She didn't even know what she was going to. And I want you guys to understand how important this is. This woman was more willing to spend time on creating a TikTok than find out the actual meeting that she was going to with the President of the United States on her congressional duties. That's how dumb she is, and that's how unqualified you can be to be a sitting member of Congress.
40 acres in the mule. This is bigger than the music. Yeah, they tried to rig the game, but you can't fake influence. Hey, I'm tripping, I'm sliding, I'm riding through the back like fuck. Must have on a beat, bro, deep boat, any rap. He a freak though, man down, call like Amber Lambs, tell him breathe. Let them boys to the cross, they walk around like thieves. What's up with these?
And won counties in our country.
I'll be honest, like, what was that? Jasmine Crockett. How does that even apply to Trump? These people, they just want to be so hip and so cool, and it comes off as cringe as shit. It's like when your teacher try to be cool, like, no, Miss Smith, that's not it. You're not one of us. Don't try to live out your freaking childhood with us. Sit your old ass back and teach us math. That's where we at. Bro, you're cringe. You're not cool. You're a part of the establishment. Democrats are no longer anti-establishment party. You are the establishment. You guys are what Americans are trying to break away from, the shit that you forced on us. So Jasmine Crockett is completely, like I said, delusional and has lost touch of reality like the rest of her party.
2,700 to 525 on a map that reads almost completely red for Republican.
Look at this disruption. They wouldn't even allow President Trump to even talk. They're acting like animals in a zoo. They were speaking over him, chanting over him. Like, how is this a good look? How does this make Democrats want to get votes? It's supposed to be the American people that's loud like this. You expect for the politicians to act like politicians. And of course, so this is what Jasmine did that I claim was worse. This big go out of Congress along with her woke hive mind crew. They went out and they skipped President Trump's speech. They sat down. They claimed they were so angry, of course, with the angry faces. That's right on cue. You know, these people are actors, of course. And they stormed out of the Capitol saying that they couldn't sit there and listen to the speech no more. It was just so disrespectful. It was just so bad for the American people. Sit your stupid ass down. The dude is king right now. He is president. You listen to what the president say. You're an active member of Congress. How the hell do you get the chance to get up and leave when he's giving you updates on what you have to react to, whether you want to or not? So if I was a Democrat, I would feel insulted to know that my Democratic congressional politician can run out of the office, run out of Congress, when the president that I don't like I'm speaking if I'm a Democrat, the president I don't like is saying things that he's going to do to the country, things that's going to happen to the country, and they storm out emotionally instead of addressing the problems that I don't like. So you telling me, the viewer, Democrat viewers, have more information about what President Trump said, the President of the United States, than some sitting members of Congress, and that's not acceptable. Whether they like them or not, they have to work for the best interest of their voters. How can you work for the best interest of your voters if you're walking out when the man your voters don't like is speaking? It just don't make sense. And the clown show goes on. Like I said, Democrats, they don't live in reality. Somehow women thought dressing up in all pink, and all of these women, they look a little bit past their heyday. But nonetheless, you would think it's for breast cancer awareness. But no, it is to allow men to play in female sports. This is completely lost touch of reality. I don't know how someone could think that'll show them. This is definitely going to make the president change his stance. They are no longer in reality. These people have been gaslit into thinking that their ways, their thoughts, their opinions, their aspirations, their personalities are normal, and has allowed for these people to come out in public and do things that would typically have gotten them shamed in the past because they're giving them confidence of being delusional. It's dangerous when you validate delusions. These people live in confirmation bias and cognitive dissonance. And you can see that. What the hell is wearing pink going to do about allowing men to beat up women's ass in sports? Take your ass home. It makes no sense for you to be there. And they honestly would have been better off in the kitchen.
First of all, thank you for making the back of my head famous. But second of all, if we could do a sequel, if you could tell Donald Trump anything tonight, what would you tell him?
I would tell him to grow a spine and stop being Putin's hoe.
What's so funny is he said,
like, how could she get, bro? It's crazy. Like I said, they outside of reality. She's telling a sitting president that he's a hoe. My nigga, this shit gotta stop. We gotta start stopping some of this. There has to be a limit to the stuff that these Democrats are doing. That is unacceptable, Jasmine Crockett. Just like your hairline, it's unacceptable. And this shit right here has gotten Democrats even saying, what's wrong with our party? This is the messaging that they put. Senator Cory Booker filling up on Chris Maury, a young liberal influencer. It's an interesting piece, to say the least. But I tell you, it does look like a party that has lost their connection with reality.
I'm ready to go. I'm ready to go. I'm ready to go. I am charged up.
What the hell was going on there? I don't know.
Pursuant to Clause 2A1 of Rule 9, I rise to give notice of my intention to raise a question of privileges of the House. The form of the resolution is as follows. House Resolution number 189. Whereas on March 4th, 2025, during the joint session of Congress convened pursuant to House Concurrent Resolution 11, the President of the United States, speaking at the invitation of the House and Senate, had his remarks interrupted by the representative from Texas, Mr. Green. Whereas the conduct of the representative from Texas disrupted the proceedings of the joint address and was a breach of proper conduct, and whereas after numerous disruptions, the representative from Texas had to be removed from the chamber by the Sergeant at Arms, now therefore be it resolved that Representative Al Green be censured. Representative Al Green forthwith present himself in the well of the House of Representatives for the pronouncement of censure, and Representative Al Green be censured with the public reading of this resolution by the Speaker.
Under Rule 9, a resolution offered from the floor by a member other than the majority leader or the minority leader as a question of the privileges of the House has immediate precedence only at a time designated by the chair within 2 legislative days after the resolution is properly noticed. Pending that designation, the form of the resolution noticed by the gentleman from Washington will appear in the record at this point. The chair will not at this point determine whether the resolution constitutes a question of privilege. That determination will be made at the time designated for consideration of the resolution.
And tonight, DJ, we're going to do you the biggest honor of them all. I am asking our new Secret Service Director.
Like I said, they lost touch of reality. This young man, DJ, is now the new enemy of the Democrat Party. They have been slandering this dude, and they even bullied him before Donald Trump even invited him to Congress and into the White House. It's a disgusting party, man. How can you really have been gaslit to the point to where you can't accept a cancer survivor?
Sean Curran, to officially make you an agent of the United States Secret Service.
And shout out to that boy. Shout out to his pops, man, because his pops didn't get confused by the hyper left. I can't imagine, I'm a journalist, how many journalists has reached out to the father to try to get him to turn against Trump and this entire thing, and that father didn't let politics stop his son from having a beautiful moment. Fucking mad respect to that dad. I don't even know if he was Republican. I don't give a damn if he's Democrat. Mad respect to him, man, for really allowing your son to prosper. And if he is against Trump, to not let that prevent his son from having a special moment. Even if it was like with Biden, that's a special thing. Don't prevent your kids from having their moment. So shout out to that father, man. It's a beautiful thing. And I love the story about Daniel. Let that nigga lock them boys up, man. Hey, he got his badge. He need to be able to lock them same folks up that was bullying him. That's justice. Look how nice that is, man.
Oh, baby, you can't arrest me. You too cocky. What? Jail. Bitch ass back for real, for real. Sir.
This is the niggas that they need to allow him to lock up. He need to be able to put cuffs, ropes, nooses, anything on these niggas that sat there and disrespected him like this. This is before he was invited to Congress. He went viral on X months ago about this video of them bullying a small police officer.
What's he supposed to be doing? A wiggy dance? Arrest her! Well, oh, baby, you can't arrest me. You too kind.
What a good-looking family, huh?
There's one more thing I got for you. A big hug.
Okay, good.
Look at that, man. That's nice.
That's very nice. Look at that family you got, huh? Yes, sir. Very nice. How are you? Nice to see you, man. Nice to see you. That was a big evening last night, right? Yes, it was.
That's just awesome, man. Trump PR has been absolutely amazing. And it kind of looks like my voice is behind on my mic. Don't know how that happened. Have to fix that after. But if you're enjoying it, man, please like, comment, subscribe. I don't want to take too much of your time. Got to complete this move to Miami. We got to get to this sunlight. We got to get to this beach. I got to let my dog, he's an Amstaff. He got a short fur. I got to get him out to the sun, man. I want my dog to experience the beach for the first time. So we're going to complete this move. Shout out to everyone that's watching. Appreciate you. If you're enjoying it, please like, comment, subscribe, and click the notification bell to stay updated. I'll see you on the next one. We're dropping 2 more tomorrow. Back to the regular schedule. Dropping those back to back. Appreciate you all. See you on the next one until we break the next narrative.